Hi, this is Derek Easley reporting for GameFob Network, and we're here at the Star Trek convention in Las Vegas, and we found our good friend Jackie Goehner. How you doing, hon?
Hi, good. Just enjoying the con. Last day.
Awesome. So last time we saw you, I've seen you since then at San Diego Comic-Con, but we did a interview with you when you were Witchblade at WonderCon that went viral. It did really well. And so what else have you been dressing as since then, and what did you dress as at this con?
Let's see here. I've also dressed as Skyward Sword Zelda, and I did that at Fandom as well as San Diego Comic-Con as well.
Nice.
But you didn't see me in that. I've also made 2 new Witchblade costumes, which I have posted on my Facebook, which you can see on there, of course. And this costume I did not make. In fact, this is made by Anovos, and they make probably the most accurate Star Trek costumes, and Battlestar Galactica and a bunch of other sci-fi costumes, like ever. Like,
how'd you link up with them, and what'd you hear about them?
Well, I have a lot of friends that work for Anovos,
Nice.
and so they were telling me about it. I was like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. So I had to have my hands on one of them, and so they're letting me sport this nice number. Hope you like it.
You are rocking it, girl. We love it. We love it.
Great.
So at this con, you were helping out Garrett Wang. Tell us about how that happened and your experience there.
Oh, well, Garrett's a friend of mine. We met at Dragon Con last year, and
Nice.
you know, he's such a great person. He's absolutely wonderful to his fans. And
This is Ensign Kim, by the way.
Ensign Kim from Voyager. And I am one of his assistants during this convention, and so, yeah, he's actually down over there.
And what is he promoting? What's the company?
Cosmic-City.com.
It's a T-shirt company, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. So he had some great product there. It was very exciting. So had you come to a Star Trek convention before, and are you a Trek fan?
I am a Trek fan, but this is very embarrassing to say. I have never been to a Star Trek convention. This is my first one.
Awesome. So how did you like it?
I love it. Everyone here's super fun and super nice to each other. It's like you're like a part of the Olive Garden. You know, everyone's family.
We like that. It's a good metaphor. So what's your favorite Trek? Is it the original series, Next Generation, DS9?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I've only seen the original series and Next Generation. I haven't seen the others. I know everyone gives me flack.
Netflix, baby.
I know. It's on there. It's on there. Garrett was even telling me, like, you need to watch Voyager, blah, blah, blah. And then, so I was like, I'll watch it. It's okay. So I got to do that. But between the two, I would have to say... I'd probably have to say the original series, just because of the relationships with each other. However...
OGs.
I know, it's like, oh, yeah. But, however, if I had to pick between the captains, I would have to say Picard.
Oh, the cerebral captain.
I have to. Come
Jean-Luc.
on. Jean-Luc.
So have you seen all the films as well?
I haven't seen all of the films. I've only seen the recent ones, and I've seen, I think, half of Wrath of Khan.
You gotta watch that, girl. What'd you think of Into Darkness?
I loved Into Darkness, actually. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
So are there more Star Trek cosplays in the future, and would you ever consider acting in a Star Trek fan film or fan series?
Well, it's funny you should mention that.
What do you know?
Actually, I'm doing makeup for Star Trek Renegades.
Which is what?
Star Trek Renegades is directed by Tim Russ. If you know who Tim Russ is, he was also from Voyager. But I'm working under Tim Vito and Lisa Hansling. They are in charge of makeup, and so I'm basically one of their makeup artists. And I am also doing costume design and wardrobe for Star Trek Continues. And that is, we already did the first episode, which co-starred Michael Forrest, who's a wonderful actor. He's such a sweet man and everything. And that's starring Vic Mignogna as Kirk.
Nice.
So, and that's an amazing fan film. So you guys have to watch the first episode. I'm actually in it, kind of in, not this particular costume, because obviously I'd be a captain. I was a lieutenant in that one. So you guys have to see that one. I'm in the background, but I was also kind of helping out with wardrobe on that episode.
Isn't it great that new media and YouTube and Kickstarter and Netflix and all that stuff helps fans or kind of grassroots indie filmmakers continue a series or do their own spin on great content?
It is. It's so great. And so many people, they have this lust, this love for for their fandom and everything, for films and for, TV shows and sci-fi especially. And so when you see all these talented people, who can't really quite break into the business and, afford all that, you see something that is just made of love. And that's the most important thing about like a fan film is like, all the love that's brought in together. And when you create something great, then it's just spectacular.
Awesome. All right, so what's next for you? What's your next con, and what are your upcoming cosplays?
Let's see here. Oh boy, upcoming costumes. Well, let's go with cons first. The next convention that I'm going to is Dragon Con.
The big one.
The big one, and you guys have to go to that one. That's in Atlanta, Georgia. Hotlanta, my gosh. Yeah, it's in Atlanta, and it is by far super worth going to. And it's funny because I was telling people, like, if I couldn't go to a single convention except for one, it would be Dragon Con. And last year was my first year. It's not like I've been there like a zillion times or anything. It's totally worth going to. The next convention I'm going to after that, which would be Las Vegas Comic Expo,
back to Vegas.
Back to Vegas, here I come. I'm going to be hosting a couple panels there regarding how to make my Witchblade costume.
Awesome.
And how to body cast as well, because if you know anything about like me making my Witchblade costume, it involves body casting and all that. And let's see here, I'll also be hosting the costume contest for that one as well.
Nice.
And oh god, there's like so many things that we're still talking about, but basically I'll be there. They're bringing me there, they want me there, so I'll be there.
Now, when we first met you at WonderCon, you had just recently debuted your Witchblade, correct?
Well, actually, no. I debuted Witchblade back in Dragon Con last year,
okay.
But at WonderCon was the second time I ever wore it.
Perfect. So what's been the reaction? I know it's been crazy on the internet, and how have things changed since you've gotten all this notoriety and attention from this costume?
It's changed quite a bit. It's gotten so much more popular, and I love that people are coming up and saying like, oh my god, I love Witchblade. The comic books are just absolutely amazing, and they love the costume as well. And some people, I do get the flack, like, oh, you're probably an attention whore. You're a slut. And it's like, no. If you've ever,
it's a bold costume. If you haven't seen it, we'll attach photos. But I think it's actually very brave because you're exposed, but there's also a lot of work and craftsmanship that went into making that costume and maintaining it while you're wearing it and walking around in it.
Yeah, because I can't just like lay it flat or anything, because otherwise it'll contort and whatnot. So basically, I have to bring kind of a body form with me wherever I go, and leave the costume on top of that, and then wrap it up in plastic or wrap it up in rubber band. So it's not an easy costume to travel with either. So yeah,
we love her. Jackie's the woman, the boss. So promote your sites, promote your Facebook, Twitter, and how can our fans find you?
Well, you guys can find me on Facebook. Just look me up under Jacqueline Goehner, JACQUELINE, Goehner, GOEHNER. And I'm also on Twitter. I'm going to try and be a little bit more active on there. I've been kind of quiet.
You can tweet this interview.
Yeah, there we go. Tweet. And I'm also on YouTube as well under Jackie Goehner, JACKIE for Jackie.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. Do we want to shout out the company one more time? Where can we find them online?
Yeah, you can find Anovos online. Just look them up, and you can order online as well. I know that they'll be at other conventions. They won't be at, I don't think they'll be at Dragon Con this year, but they'll be at other future conventions, and you guys gotta find them. You can try on the costumes when you're at the conventions, and oh my goodness, they are perfect. I just like fucking
legit. All right, thank you so much for talking to us, and we'll see you in the next con. Bye, Jackie.
Thank you.
Bye from Vegas.